Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode's a pre-fight show for UFC 196. McGregor versus Diaz in a welterweight clash of the ages main event. 5-rounder, and then a co-main event for the Women's Bantamweight Championship in the UFC of the world. Holly Holm defending her belt against Miesha Cupcake Tate. Yeah, so I'll make this a quick episode, give a rundown of the main card and my predictions, so let's get started. So, the main event, we got Conor McGregor, the UFC featherweight champion of the world, 145-pound champion in the UFC, going up 2 weight classes to welterweight to fight Nate Diaz, who has been typically fighting at lightweight for quite a while now, but has previously fought at welterweight and is now going back up to welterweight. So, yeah, they both have great striking, great jiu-jitsu skills. If it goes to the ground, I give a slight edge to Nate Diaz, but I think Conor McGregor has enough to defend off his back and get it back standing in any worst case scenario. So I got Conor McGregor by first round knockout. I think it's going to be mid to late in the first round that Conor McGregor gets a knockout. But this should be a good fight, and Nate Diaz has a chance here. I mean, I would say Conor has like a 65% chance of winning this fight. The thing that plays in Nate Diaz's favor is that he's a bigger guy. I mean, he has a size advantage. Even though they're both fighting at welterweight, Nate Diaz has that size advantage over Conor, and that could play a factor. And if Nate Diaz is able to use that size, he may get it. There you have it. I'm picking Conor McGregor first round knockout, though. I think his stand-up is great, his jiu-jitsu is good enough to defend, and possibly even submit. Going to be a good main event. Then in the co-main event in the women's bantamweight division, we have Holly Holm versus Miesha Tate. Holly Holm defending the belt for the first time since winning it from Ronda Rousey. Yeah, this fight, oh, wow. I kind of went back and forth on this one, but I got to go with Holly Holm in the second round. I think Miesha Tate survives that first round, maybe even wins it, but I mean, I could see a back and forth first round in this one, but then eventually Holly Holm will find her range in that second round and get the knockout. That's what I think. However, Miesha Tate's so well-rounded, and she's good at picking apart fights, being an analyst for Fox Sports. I think she learns a lot from that. Same thing with the likes of Dominic Cruz and Daniel Cormier. So I would say this is a close, razor-thin close fight. I would say 51% Holly Holm wins, 49% Miesha Tate wins, because keep in mind, Miesha Tate's fought in title fights multiple times, and she's a former Strikeforce women's champion at 135. So Miesha Tate is an experienced veteran, and she's learned a lot over the years and gotten a lot better. Holly Holm, not sure how much she's gotten better since the last fight, but obviously she's a champ, so she's good. Yeah, I just got Holly Holm, though, winning by second round in this one. I think she edges out Miesha Tate, but it's going to be a tough fight for Holly Holm because she's dealing with an opponent that, yes, has a strong wrestling background, but she's not primarily just a wrestler that happened to learn striking. Miesha Tate's sort of well-rounded. I mean, it's hard to submit her. It's hard to take her down. It's hard to knock her out quick. So this will be, I see this going into the second, maybe third round, but I'll say second round knockout for Holly Holm. Then in the light heavyweight division, we have Gian Vellante versus Ilir Latifi. And yeah, Vellante, he trains with the likes of Chris Weidman. Latifi, he trains with the likes of Gustafsson, so they both train with superstars, and they have good training camps. Latifi trains a lot out of Sweden, and Volante trains a lot out of New York. They both have harsh weather conditions to deal with over there in those places. They're both tough, durable, light heavyweights, experienced veterans in the sport. However, I think that Volante's striking gets it done, and I think he knocks out Latifi. And I think it is in, yeah, I picked the first round on my fantasy picks because Latifi, he's been knocked out before by, just, lucky punches, I guess you could call it. And Volante, he's capable of knocking people out. Yeah, I will be shocked if this fight goes to judges' scorecard. I think either way you look at it, whoever wins is going to win by knockout. I don't see this necessarily going to the ground getting submission. I think there's going to be a knockout here somewhere in the first or second round, but I'll say the first round. Gian Volante, I think his striking's a little bit more crisp, and he can take one or two more shots. That'll eat up one or two more shots than Ilir, and that'll be just enough for him to land that one shot to knock out Ilir, thus winning by first round. I'll say mid to late in the first round. Yeah, then also in the light heavyweight division, we have Corey Anderson versus Tom Lawler. Tom Lawler, he's being kind of dubbed as an underdog in this fight, and Corey Anderson's being dubbed as possibly the next big thing in light heavyweight division, winning season 19, I believe it was, of The Ultimate Fighter at light heavyweight. Yeah, Corey Anderson, he's delivered pretty much since then. I mean, this guy, he's really proven himself over the last several fights since winning The Ultimate Fighter. Tom Lawler is an experienced veteran. He's fought at middleweight. He's looking pretty good right now at light heavyweight. I would say it's a 60% chance Corey Anderson gets a knockout win here. I think he'll find his distance early on, and he'll use it to his advantage, and Tom Lawler will be trying to connect, and it just won't be there. And then he'll try to take him down, and it just won't be there. And Corey Anderson will get the knockout shortly thereafter. And I got, Corey Anderson by second round knockout. The reason why I picked second round knockout is because I think Tom Lawler can eat a lot of shots before he goes out. So I think, Corey Anderson gets it done here. But Tom Lawler, I like him. I'm happy either way. I like both these guys, so whoever wins, I'm happy. Then to kick off the main card of the pay-per-view, we have in the women's bantamweight division Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko. And yeah, Shevchenko has great stand-up, obviously. Amanda Nunes, great well-roundedness and good submissions. Amanda Nunes, though, I think gets it done by decision. I think she goes for the takedowns. I think she doesn't want to stand and bang, but I think she could for moments here and there, just enough to get by with Valentina. I think if it stays standing, Valentina wins by unanimous decision, but I think Amanda Nunes in the second and third rounds will be shooting for those takedowns, looking for those submissions, and whether she gets them or not, it'll stay on the ground once she takes it to the ground, I think, and I think Amanda Nunes will score on points and win a 29-28 unanimous decision. I could see Valentina winning a round here because she is an impressive striker, and her takedown defense is not that bad. However, I think Amanda gets it done here, unanimous decision. So there you have it, guys. There's my picks for this pay-per-view. It's going to be exciting, explosive, amazing. Can't wait for it. And stay tuned for my next episode, which will be a post-fight show for UFC 196. And until then, see ya.